I normally don't have that much of an issue with it. The only issue that I kind of have with it is that sometimes my person's a weird person just because you can modify a person so much. I made a transvestite.
A sweet one.
And she slides sometimes. Like if you're coming off of like a ledge or a balcony type of thing, she'll slide off of it instead of falling off it or whatever. Or she'll just step into a run, almost like she's stepping over her own feet, type of thing, which is a little bit annoying sometimes. But
and this game is like $100, right?
This game?
Yeah, it's like $100, right?
Yep.
$80, I think it was.
Yeah, it was like $80. Normal game price.
Yeah.
It's the
the frame rate. I just couldn't get past it. Like everybody's talking about it. I don't understand why you're not seeing it.
I don't care. I guess.
There were parts where the game would just stop playing for like 30 seconds for me.
That's just Keith's vision, though. I mean, his frame rate normally is a little slow.
Everything goes.
Like I said, there are times where it does chug. Like if I'm in a car and I'm going extremely fast and a lot of stuff comes on screen at the same time, it'll stop for like maybe a second or two, but then just keep on moving. I have had it crash once or twice while I'm like doing something, or if I find that and it's not just this game either. It's with a bunch of other games where if you're playing the game and you turn off your Xbox and it doesn't actually turn off, it stops your progress at that point. Since you put your game on pause, if you go back to it after that, sometimes it'll crash going back to it again. But I found that with like a ton of different games where it either won't let you resume where you were playing or it'll crash where you were type of thing. So it's just something you work with. It's quite a large storyline. There's a couple of different ways to go in it. So there's the main storyline, but there's like 3 separate main quests to go through. So it's not like Skyrim type of thing where there was pretty much 2 main quests and that was it. A ton of side missions. Same with this one, there is a ton of side missions. And I also like that the all the meta's the wrong word. All of the very small things that you can do in it, like the customization and stuff, is not too minute. It's not like, here's a gun. One thing I didn't like about Borderlands was, okay, you have 90 guns. Okay, this one is a little bit better than that one, but this one's a tiny bit better than that one. And you got to go through all the guns to find out which one's the best gun to have.
So like being an American.
Yeah, kind of. and I'm Canadian, so I'm just like, oh, it's a gun, cool, I'm good. Although I did find a sniper rifle that does I think it's 1,100 damage, and then has a ×3 headshot multiplier on it. With it does like electrical damage and whatever, so it does like 4,800 damage per shot headshot. So that's always nice. I just can't put a silencer on it.
Oh no!
And then I found a gun that has its own AI, so it talks to you.
Okay.
So like you read the magazine and it's like, all right, let's do this or something like that, or you pull it out and it's singing a song. Weird. It's really weird.
Can you imagine that in like a school shooting or something? Jesus Christ!
Oh God.
What?
See, it would be you pull out the gun.
It's into a dark place, Tim.
You pull out the gun and it starts singing "Jesus Loves Me," and then you're like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!"
This is a little too much.
Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition. Okay.
Yeah.
It's an actual song.
I know it is. It's freezing in this basement.
You should. Don't be in the basement.
Turn the heat on.
It was on. It's now not on anymore.
You need more athleisure wear to stay warm.
I know I'm getting older, but I don't really need active leisure wear.
You need a matching tracksuit. You and Claire, you need matching Adidas tracksuits now.
Matching velour tracksuits.
And you can do the slab squat.
The what?
Then you can do the slap squat.
The slap squat?
You've never seen that when they wear Adidas track pants?
No.
And they sit like this with their knees up, and the camera's always facing up. The slap squat.
Oh, okay.
That's what it's called. Okay.
Yeah.
I had no idea that was a thing.
Yeah, it's because it's really common
I didn't know it had a name.
Slavic culture.
Oh, in Slavic culture?
I think you said like slack squatch. Like
It's called the Slav squat. Yeah.
Is it slab or slab?
Slav.
like Slavic.
Oh, like Slavic. That's,
Yeah.
Okay,
Sounds
kind of
Rob
like
saying slap squatch, like Sasquatch.
yeah, that's what it sounds Rob saying.
I thought it's like slack squatch. Like it's like this. Like you're being at home, not doing anything. You're slacking, but you start growing hair everywhere, and then you become like no one's seen you in weeks, and they think that maybe they imagined you. Like that's that kind of thing. Like it wasn't like you're mythical. Yeah. Slack squatch.
Harder for some people who can't grow hair everywhere, but you know.
It's true. It's true. I can never become a Sasquatch.
I've got a few.
Rob can never fulfill that dream.
Last. So sad.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Like I'm not hairy everywhere. Like I
Okay.
a few spots. Okay.
A little bit under here, a little bit over there,
My people aren't naturally hairy.
Right.
So how your boys in blue doing there, Scott?
Doing well.
Are they?
3-game winning streak.
The police?
Yeah,
No.
the police. The police.
The police.
3-game winning streak for the police.
They got out of three.
Three-man group? What? Oh, is this some sort of sports thing?
The sports ball.
The sports ball.
Carry on.
Go
The
Piggers.
sports-
Piggers are going to go all the way this year.
The sports hockey team.
Right.
I completely forgot about the Super Bowl.
That's next week.
I know it is, but I completely forgot about it. I was just like, oh, yeah, right. The Super Bowl's going on.
Oh, no.
I forgot about it until my dad mentioned it, and then I was like, well, are we going to have wings then? That's all I cared about.
Yeah.
Well-
I'm gonna have to have our friend Pearly.
You'll have to pull your own pork.
Pulled pork.
You'll have to pull your own pork.
Put it in an envelope. Send it to me by mail.
And mail it out.
Yeah, it was a
So,
good
for Troy's sake there, we have a friend named Pearly who puts on a Super Bowl party. It used to be every year, but obviously... No, last year it went off, but this year it's obviously not going to. And it's just something we would all go to, and he would have like a couple TVs and he would drag around, and everybody would bring food. And
I would choose one team
out of the
random
two,
to root for, because I haven't been following football for the year. Usually I ask people to
I
tell
was
me
going to
both
say,
teams'
Keith really
stories.
knowing his sports, knowing there's 2 teams in the Super
there's
Bowl.
2 teams.
Yeah, I would ask people to tell me the team's stories, and then I would choose the one with the biggest heart. Yeah.
Oh.
So you're going for the Chiefs this year, then?
I was going to say that's Tom Brady this year.
Why does this have to be?
Everybody's back in love with Brady.
Which is weird, but that's all right. He'll deflate another football somewhere. It'll be fine.
Hey, that was allegedly.
No, it was proven that they weren't filled to their full capacity.
Allegedly proven. You don't know. You weren't there.
Allegedly proven.
Allegedly, it's a fiction fact. Speaking of fake news wannabe people type thing, did you hear that they tried to get the second impeachment thrown out on grounds that it wasn't constitutional?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And they were like, no, it's constitutional. Go to hell.
They were trying to throw it out because, well, he's not the president now. Well, he was the president when this happened, and the articles of impeachment were drafted while he's president, so shut the fuck up. Was basically
Also,
Well, it's a time for healing. Didn't everybody know that? It's a time for healing now. We need to let it go.
next time, tell him to do the insurrections earlier in his term. We'll have enough time for the impeachment, but he left it for too late in his term. Sorry.
Don't say next time, Rob. Don't encourage him, all right? Don't encourage him.
Well, if he actually gets impeached this time, there won't be a next time.
You won't get impeached. But they should do.
No, he's been impeached. He won't be convicted.
Right, he won't be convicted.
Yeah.
They should do the was Article or Amendment 14th Amendment.
25.
No, 14th Amendment. The 14th Amendment is where they can anybody who is involved in the insurrection.
Yeah.
It was meant for the people who were involved in the Civil War. They can't be. They can't hold office again. So, and all you need there is a straight up majority vote. You don't need a 2/3.
Which is probably what they'll try to do. So that those two aren't. Impeachment and invoking the 14th article are not mutually exclusive.
True.
But the problem is then you're going to have to go into the definition of, okay, did he actually, commit insurrection? And they're going to argue with Republicans versus Democrats and go to Supreme Court. Supreme Court is now basically 6 out of 9 of them rather are, hardcore conservatives now. So that's going to be fun.
You know what I appreciate, though, out of all of this is everyone that went and did the insurrection none of them were pardoned. And they all expected to be. Just love that.
Yeah. Here's the interesting part about this. Did you know that they are not obliged to release a list of people who have been pardoned until they are officially charged and convicted with a crime?
Yeah, or charged. Or even just charged.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
so Trump could have a pardon in his back pocket, they could come to arrest Trump and he pulls out a get out of jail free card.
Pretty much. Or his family, or even any of the protesters if he wants. He could have just pardoned them all and just look.
Well, he's not going to pardon any of those protesters. No. That makes him look
I'm
bad.
saying he could have already done it.
No, but Scott's point that he's definitely not going to do. I mean, some of them are already charged. Right.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't have, but pardon can happen after a conviction, right?
Yeah, but also
usually it does.
A president can challenge another president can challenge a pardon. I think there's a way. I've heard somewhere there's a way for Biden to. Yeah, I'm remembering it wrong.
I would think that there would be.
In fact,
I would think there would be some way of challenging it, because otherwise you can have Trump in there being like, oh, you know what, Charles Manson's not a bad guy. Like, there's got to be a way. There has to be a way of being like, okay, that's just dumb. Yeah, that's not going to go
also,
through.
He's dead. Trump. Also,
no, I know. I'm just saying.
No, Trump. You can't pardon Charles Manson. He's already dead.
That's what I mean.
No.
Well, I think part of it too would be his legal counsel is going to strongly advise against pardoning any of the protesters. That makes him look more guilty.
They did that.
He's trying to claim he didn't say go do this. He just I was just talking. But if he turns around and pardons all of them, it's like now this looks worse.
It's just the whole thing is just so stupid. But I love the fact that I love seeing the Florida Man headline on r/Florida Man the next day. Florida Man gets evicted from government housing 4 years after evicting a black family from government housing. At least there's that. At least he's out. And I don't have to wake up to whatever insane freaking tweet or we're going to war with Peru. They've treated me very unfairly. I don't have to deal with that shit anymore.
Well, first of all, Peru has it coming. Yeah. Let's be honest here.
Rob's got a beef with Peru.
Yeah. Rob's like, Peru, you suck.
I appreciated seeing that the presidential summon the Diet Coke button was removed from the table.
Although apparently that's fake news. And the Biden administration says no, that it's still there.
Oh,
it's just,
really?
Yeah.
So what they removed news.
But they're gonna use it for something else, I guess.
The fact that it was there.
But what was funnier, the report that said in actuality, Trump didn't even really use it that often. He would just call for the guy who the button would summon and ask him across the room, say, "Can you please get me my Diet Coke?" So he didn't even use the thing that it was built to do it. He just used the old-fashioned way of calling out to somebody and asking for a drink. So
holy fuck! I'm just this is all is this real? Did this last 4 years actually happen? And there are people defending this chuckle fuck? I'm like, what the hell?
Should we talk about QAnon? Because
God, no.
Well, hold on. Before you go there,
we should. But go ahead.
Before you go there, let's just go a little bit different. let's go into last week's episode. That's what I'm going to call it.
Last season on.